I have reviewed a lot of different gimbals over the time and they were great. However, they could be only used either with a phone or with an action camera, and I sometimes ended up carrying two gimbals. The Zhiyun Crane M is the most versatile gimbal I've ever had. You can use it with a compact mirrorless camera, a smartphone, or any action camera. My name is Linus, stay tuned. Just before we start, the gimbal costs less than $400 US depending on where you buy it from. I will leave a couple of links down below the video. What is awesome is that the gimbal comes in a high quality travel case where all the items are packed neatly. Besides the gimbal, you get the USB cable, a carrying strap, USB charger with two batteries, and depending on where you buy this gimbal from, you may also get a mini tripod or some other accessories. Since the Crane M is designed for many different cameras, it is a little bit larger and heavier than, for example, the Zhiyun Smooth 3 or Smooth Q gimbals that I have reviewed before. However, it's still quite compact, but your hand may get a little bit tired after a while since the gimbal weighs 740 grams. As usual to Zhiyun's products, the build quality is just top notch. The gimbal is made entirely of metal and there are no plastic parts except for the buttons, which are clicky and they don't seem to break anytime soon. In order to start using the gimbal, you have to mount the camera using a 1/4-inch screw, which is a standard size for most of the cameras. It is very important to balance the gimbal by adjusting the extendable axis on each side. Well, it takes less than a minute to do that and you're good to go. I used the gimbal with my Panasonic G7 with 25mm prime lens and it works just great since the gimbal has the maximum load capacity of 650 grams. You can also use the Crane M with any smartphone with a supplied cradle or any camera as long as you're not over the load capacity limit. Even though the minimum load is 125 grams, I found the stabilizer to be working fine with the super light Yi 4K action camera. The ability to use any camera is the key selling point of the Crane M in my opinion. As I said, I love filming with my phone or action camera, but I don't want to carry different gimbals. I think that the Crane M is a perfect solution for my needs. This stabilizer has the same control system like any other gimbal made by this company. The mode button allows you to switch from one mode to another. The default mode is called the pan following mode and I use it most of the time. If you press the mode button once, the gimbal will enter the locking mode, which is great for smooth pan and tilt shots if you want to film a particular object. If you press the mode button twice, you will enter the pan and pitch following mode, where the gimbal moves towards the direction you point the camera to. This mode works pretty well too. Even if you move the gimbal quickly, you will get that smooth shot since all the axis moves slowly. The last mode is the selfie mode and it is triggered by pressing the mode button 3 times. You can also control the gimbal manually using the joystick and I found this feature to work great. However, I suggest you reducing the pan and tilt speeds in the app to get those nice slow cinematic shots. Honestly, I think this gimbal can replace a tripod and a fluid head if you're on the go and don't want to carry all your heavy camera supports if you just need to take a few shots. A 1/4-inch screw mount allows you to attach the gimbal to all sorts of accessories like tripods. You can also control the gimbal with a remote control, which is sold separately. If you don't want to spend extra cash, you can control it using your phone via the Bluetooth, which is just awesome if you want to avoid any shakiness in those slow pan and tilt shots. I love that both pan and tilt axis can rotate 360 degrees, so you can use the camera in any position you want. That's a huge advantage over some smaller gimbals I've tested. If you plan to use the Crane M with a phone, make sure to download the Zplay app that allows you to take a full advantage of the control buttons. Obviously, you can take pictures or shoot videos, switch from the main to the front firing camera, and so on. You can also zoom in or zoom out, but I wish zooming was a bit smoother. You can also adjust the gimbal speed settings, change the resolution, set the timer, or use a manual mode. However, it is really frustrating that this app does not allow you to shoot in 4K for some reason, but I was told that the application will be updated soon. Like any other Zhiyun gimbal, the Crane M does excellent job reducing the shakiness, as the footage looks just stunning if you use the gimbal while walking or even running. The video looks really smooth either if I use the device with a camera or with a smartphone or with my action camera. Well, the footage may look a little bit shaky under extremely windy weather conditions, but that is the case with every gimbal I've tested. Make sure to stay tuned till the end of this video for more sample footage. The Crane M is powered by two 3600 mAh replaceable batteries that allow you to use the gimbal for about 12 hours, which is a very good result. However, if you use the Crane M with a mirrorless camera, you should expect about 10 or 11 hours of battery life. A dedicated USB charger can fully charge the batteries in just a few hours, but you can also charge them directly via the gimbal's micro USB port. I was impressed by the performance and the overall feature set of the Zhiyun Crane M, and I think it will be the only gimbal that I will be using now, since it supports my Panasonic G7 camera, any smartphones or action cameras. Well, the gimbal could be a little bit lighter, but I prefer sturdy all-metal build instead of the plastic one. Also, I hope that the Zplay app will have the 4K video recording feature soon. All in all, I still find the Zhiyun Crane M to be a great gimbal for my work, as I use it with each camera or smartphone that I have. For the price of under 400 bucks, I can easily recommend it, as this is my go-to gimbal for more than 1 month. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and as always guys, if you have any questions, please drop me a comment down below, and if you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel and if you like my stuff. Finally, if you want to get all the latest updates, please follow Techline HD on social media, like on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'm leaving you with more sample footage, and see you soon.